Hello, my dear viewers. This is Dukas Copy Webinars YouTube channel, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. I think there is a lot of noise here, Mr. Guys. Okay, now it's much better. So once again, welcome, dear viewers. This is Dukas Copy Webinars, and you are watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. Today is 20th of November 2023. The day is Monday. Anis is here. Hello, Anis. Welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you very much for joining, guys. We have been doing this webinar, that is Forex Trading with Rakesh, from the last 1 year, and we have witnessed that there are frequent viewers like those who are almost here every day. Anish is one of them, and so he's aware what we are doing here, and I hope he likes it. That's why he's here. For those who are not those who have not seen me earlier, let me tell you that I'm not an employee of Dukas Copy Bank. I'm an independent analyst, but I'm using their UT platform to showcase my analysis, and I'm not taking anything from you or from anybody else for these videos. But yes, this helps me. This let me showcase my own trading ideas and opinions. So therefore, whatever I'm saying here is my own. It has nothing to do with the Dukas Copy Bank. Whether it is your profit or your loss. But if you are stick with me for some days, you will know that whatever I say here happens most of the time. That means if you do follow proper risk to reward ratio and proper risk management, you can be profitable in the long run by following my videos. Okay, that's it. So what are we going to do here? We are going to do the price action analysis. We will not be talking about anything other than the price, and we'll also ignore the fundamentals because you know that everything is already priced into the chart, so why to talk about anything else? So without further ado, let's start this webinar. And before I start, I must tell you that whatever I say in this live stream is only for information purpose. It has nothing to do with the live trading. I mean, you can do live trading, but you cannot then hold me responsible for your profits or your losses. So that's why I'm saying that please do your own research if you want to trade it live. Do not just bank on my analysis for that. Okay. And before we begin, let me take you through this risk disclaimer. Because I say so that do not rely on my analysis. People might think, oh, he's a bullshit, nothing. No, my analysis is good, but if I don't say this, then tomorrow you may come up with some lawsuit or something. So I'm not ready for that, guys. That's why I say this is only for information. Actually, you know that it works very well. So guys, this is our first chart. This is called the US dollar index. Can you see this chart? Is it clear enough? Yeah, it is good. So it's the daily chart of the US dollar index, and I'm just increasing the resolution a bit. I don't know how to remove these grid lines, otherwise I wanted my charts without the grid lines. Is there any way you know how to remove these grid lines? Settings, preferences, chart, settings, show kind of order. Hide vertical grid, okay. So, okay, well, how to hide vertical grids and how to hide horizontal grid then? Come on, charts, hide vertical grid. How to hide horizontal grids? Come on, man. Grid mode, pixel grid. Okay, what does it mean? Alright guys, I think I will just remove this, or maybe I will change the grid color to black. What do you say? candle. Good. Drawing object random color. Advanced. Advanced. I think this is okay. And then we go to here. Here must be something like grid. Axis, grid, common, grid. So grid can be black, and if grid is black, I think we won't see. Yeah, come on, I'm a genius. GBP JPY is my pair for today. Lights charts are better. Light charts are, oh come on now, you're saying light charts are better. I think this is good. Come on, cool. No, Anish, your pair is GBP JPY. We will check that, okay? Don't worry. But first we will have a look at where the US dollar is going, because this is very important pair, not pair, but very important index. So we discussed after this closed here below 104.66, but before that we were aware that the US dollar is finally going to go down when it broke below these lows here and closed here. When it closed around here on this day, that is 104.84, we were aware that when the price starts going up for this time, it will making a lower high, and that is what it made here, and boom, boom. So now the support is around 102.84, which is here. And if we see a price trading below 102.84, then we will be targeting the low of this particular bullish pin bar, and the low of this candle is 101.58. So it is somewhere here. So we'll be targeting this area after 102.84. Yes, the bias is bearish in this market, so we can say the dollar is going down. So if the dollar is going down, euro we might expect to the upside. The 1.0945 has been tested in this market, and even a bit higher price has been seen today. So that means there is more upside possible in this market. If we see a close above 1.0945, we will be testing this area. So you can bring it here, and you can say 1.1065 will be the next target in case the price is able to give a convincing close above 1.0945. All right, guys. All right, so my voice is through. I was just checking that. So what about the cable? The cable is also doing something similar. It has seen the higher high than the previous one, and is about to close above that. But 1.2547 is a strong resistance. I can tell you that it is an important level. Looking in the history, you see one time it has stopped the price from going higher. Then here the price, it has stopped the price from going lower, and also here, here, and here. And if you go past, you will see that this level has been an important level in the past also, but more recent levels were stopped around 1.2547, or I will say 1.2550 level. So this has been an important area for the buyers and the sellers, and this time when the price goes here, I'm expecting some resistance here. So that's why our level for the upside will be 1.2547, and to the downside, now since we have seen a higher high than this one, and this is the highest high now, so between these two highs, this is the highest low. So we can bring a low here and say that this is an important low. If the price breaches this low to the downside, we may see that the sellers are now trying to take control of the market. Right now it is a buying market, but if the price goes below 1.2373, then that will be a selling market. Keep an eye on this one. Similar is the case on the euro. I think now this should be our level, because we have seen two highs here. So this will be our area of interest to the downside. Okay. Talking about Australian dollar, a very good and clean rise to the upside. Since these two highs have this low now, I also want to keep an eye on this level, that is 0.6452. And on the upside now, I'm targeting 0.6616, beyond which we will be buyers even in the weekly chart, and we'll be targeting 0.6894. Of course, on the daily, this will be one of our targets, and this and this and this. These three will be our targets, but I think on the weekly, we can safely keep a target of 0.6894 in the long run in the Australian dollar. Right now, the bias is bullish, but if we see a price going below 0.6452, then we will become sellers again in the Australian dollar. In the New Zealand dollar, it looks like an inverse head and shoulder is being formed here. I will just show it through the pencil. Say if I say this is my first shoulder, and if this is my head, and this may be my second shoulder. Okay, okay, this may even go south and then come like this, but still you know that something is cooking here. When you join this with this, you get a neckline of 0.6055, and if the price closes above 0.6055, then you can expect the price to go like this, and like this. So this becomes your buying opportunity. Okay, this one. This is just for your understanding that if the inverse head and shoulder pattern breaks out, then the targets are measured from the neckline to the head level. So this becomes your target in the opposite direction. So this becomes your targets. So the height of this rectangle will be a target in case we really get a breakout from 0.6055. So now for us, the resistance is 0.6055, the support is 0.5861. Now why this is not a valid support here, this 0.5939? Because the price has not seen a higher high than the previous high. So till the time that previous high is not broken, this low does not become a higher low. I hope you understand this part. US dollar against yen, we were expecting this, that has happened. Now what I am expecting is the price to go back to 149.18 to find it as a new resistance. The breakdown has happened. Okay, we were expecting it, not an issue. But on the downside now, this market can go all the way up to 137.23, and now this should be our next area of interest. So let me keep that on the chart. So 147.27 is the next area of interest for the buyers. But if you find that the buyers are not willing to buy at this price, then you will see that the price slowly going lower than this area of 147.27. And if that happens, then that will give us another opportunity to go short, most probably at the similar levels like this. And if that happens, we'll be able to get another opportunity at shorting the US dollar here against the yen around 147.27. Right now, if you ask me, then 147.27 is the area where I think the shorts, which initiated from here, they might be looking to book their profits here. And in other sense, if in other scenario, if they start profit booking here only, then this market can go back to 149.18, where I suppose more sellers will be joining the bandwagon towards 147.27 area. Guys, any question regarding USD/JPY here, you can ask me. US dollar against the Swiss franc. Although I am bullish on this one, but the price is slowly and steadily going down. If the price goes to 0.8552 and breaks below that, I will become a seller with the lower markets as the target. If you go to weekly, you will see. You go to weekly, you see that this market was making lower highs and lower lows, and here just now, I mean the last week, it has made a higher high than this high, that is 0.9244. That means the buyers are trying to take control in this market, and therefore I will be looking at the 50% retracement. What happens? If not 50%, at least 62%, something might happen. So I'm looking for something like this. Okay, I'm looking for something like this. 50% has not added up anything. So 62%, that is 0.8818, is what I'm looking for as a support here. And around that level, we can find enough buyers to push the prices higher. Let's see how the things unfold. This is just an anticipation. The fundamentals are, of course, against this price action. So I was expecting this area to act as a support now. So let us see how the things unfold, guys. US dollars against the Canadian is trying to give us a symmetrical triangle here. And that symmetrical triangle as of now is holding. And I think we may get a breakdown in this I'm not sure, but if the Brent crude oil in the international market may find some support, okay, we need to bring up Brent also. This is an important thing to discuss in the international market, the oils. Okay, so yes, we see that there is a buying in the Brent, but don't be like, okay, we can discuss Brent later. But what is US dollar Canadian doing here? Is that if the Brent prices rise, so Canadian dollar will rise, and the US dollar is already falling, so that will account for a breakdown here, and then prices can reach 1.3568 in this market, around 200 pips it can lose. And if the price keeps on going lower, then 1.3378, 1.3092, these are all possible if the Canadian dollar appreciates because of some reason, or if the crude oil prices in the international market appreciates for some reason. Pound against the Australian dollar, we have marked our levels. We are expecting a down move below 1.8850. If that happens, that will become an area of resistance as it is being shown here in this chart. And if for some reason the price keeps going up, then 1.9968 is the ultimate resistance that I am expecting. Gold breakdown has happened. We were expecting this move, and now if the price goes up for some reason, I'm expecting that it will find a huge resistance in this area. Why? Because this is an area of interest for the sellers, one who are looking at this channel and the other one who are looking at this channel. So at the retest, they will find sufficient reasons to sell this market to the downside with a target of 1953 and maybe even lower, 1908. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Last is the Brent. Brent, we need to do a top-down analysis. For that, we'll open the monthly charts for the Brent and you see what happened. So Brent made all the way high up to 133, and that it made on February 2022. And before that, it made a low around $15.96 in March 2020. So why was this? Okay. And so here, in just a few months back, that is February 23, it reached 70.10, and in the last 3 months, around in the month of August, it made a high of 95.92. So the low that the price has seen is only in this month, which we had predicted that the Brent oil is going down. Now, if I switch it to weekly, you will see that there is a resistance on the weekly just above the price that is being presented right now. So you see, when the price was making higher highs and higher lows, it made a low here, and then it suddenly broke lower. So from this push to this push, if you check the retracement, you will see that the retracement of 50% is lying just like around 85.17, and 62% is lying around 87.20. I'm expecting these levels to act as a huge resistance for the Brent and push the prices lower again with a target of 70.10. Now going to monthly, you will see that the price was making first higher highs and higher lows, but here it broke lower and then started making lower highs and lower lows. So I'm expecting another push to the downside actually, below 70.10. If it goes or if it doesn't go, that only time will tell. Now if I go to daily, I see that the price has already started making lower highs and lower lows. But here the problem is that it is going up so fast that if it breaks this high, then all my analysis will be negated. So what we do is we keep an eye on this level. This is a very crucial level for us, 83.95. Any rise above this will not be a good idea for the Brent. I mean, for the sellers of the Brent, of course. The Brent will have higher prices, but I think the sellers will not be very happy with this, and they may not sell the Brent oil above 83.95. So if something has to happen, it has to happen below 83.95. That is my point. Whereas the support may be seen around 76.58. That's all, guys. Any question, please let me know. Now GBP JPY, GBP JPY. Let's see. On the weekly, 178.02 is the support. From the daily, this one is the support, that is 184.54. If the price is able to sustain above 184.54, you can be a buyer in this market. But if the market closes the day below 184.54, then unfortunately we will have to become sellers in this market. Although I am not very much willing to sell this market, because the pound in the international market is gaining the value, at least against the US dollar. At least against the US dollar, it is gaining value. Although I am bearish on this pound also, that at 50% retracement, that is around 1.2547, I am bearish on this one. But I cannot comment on it right now. Okay, and if the pound has to break against the US dollar around 1.2547, then this market can go below 184.54. Why I'm saying so? Because even if you say that the US dollar is neutral, it is not losing here against US dollar against yen. It has lost a lot of gains against the Japanese yen. That means that the yen is gaining value, or yen is getting stronger, or I will say that the yen is getting lesser, less vulnerable, or I will say less weak, less weak. So yen was very weak. You see that all currencies were rising against it, but at least now, but I think now the prices are going down against the yen. That means yen is getting stronger, and if dollar is going down against the yen, then pound, which is I think going to go down against the US dollar in some days, that is what I'm expecting, then GBP JPY may go even further south. What I'm trying to say here is that this may drop very soon, and when that happens, this can come very fast towards 178.02, and even beyond that, below, I mean, this can happen. But that only will happen if the pound finds resistance around 1.2547 area. That is my stand on this. So this is the daily chart. If my friend is finding something on the 4 hour, the down move has started already. So if you're looking for a buying opportunity, my friend, then you should be looking for a buying opportunity like this. Okay. If that doesn't happen, and if the price breaks below this, then look for a selling opportunity. Something like this. May I know if you have any further questions on this one? Manish? Nice, thanks. All right. Is there any other pair that you are looking at other than GBP JPY? Or what do you think that which pair you should be selling or which pair you should be buying in the long run? What do you think? Do you have any particular favorite currency pair right now that is going on? So we know that the US dollar is breaking down, okay, and we know that the Australian dollar is quite good as of now. New Zealand dollar is a bit less against the Australian. Yeah, Audi CAD, nice up move. Audi CAD. So that means if the Canadian dollar is so some pair which is going down, that is US dollar and Australia. So I think Australian dollar against the US is a very good pick, not Australian dollar against the Canadian. Now you see that if the correlation, you see that the here US dollar is strong than the Canadian one, right? From this pair you can see on the daily time frame. So if the US dollar is strong, that the okay, I got it. is better than it. Yeah, OD cat should have a very good up move. And I understood now. But did we talk about this? I think we talked about this. OD cat buying the Australian dollar against the cat. We talked about this last week when there was a breakout on the daily and we were expecting an up move at the retest, and that retest had already occurred. Yes, yes, yeah. I'm not sure, but something like this was there. Something like this was there. Okay. But anyways, forget about it. This is very nice move, really. All right, guys. I hope you get a lot of money in the forex market. You get very rich. If you ever get too rich, let me know. Okay, I'll send you my IBAN account numbers so that you can transfer me directly whatever you owe me. You all owe me something. All right, guys. With this note now, okay, I don't have any note today to share with you. Yes, I have. I hope that you know about the levels that we need to keep an eye on. So please let me know if you have any questions about this. My request to you always will be that do not be very greedy. Adjust your position sizes, and your position sizes should be such that even if your stop losses get hit, you should not lose more than 1% of your entire account. Or in other words, I will say that your account size, whatever it is, should not lose more than 1% because of any single trade. Even if you think that this trade is going to give you a lot of profits, you are going to adjust your position size in such a manner that if you lose, it should not be more than 1%. See, guys, I cannot stress it more than what I've already done. So please understand this. It is very important. Statistically, also, you have to win, not only in the trades, but even in the statistics. This is a game of numbers. Now, with this note, I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this video useful for you. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section and consider subscribing to the channel for more such webinars. Have a good day. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 1700 GMT. Bye bye. Take care. Good night.